Hi everyone, I'm reporting live from Iran with special guests Franklin D. Roosevelt from the United States,
Howdy, folks.
Joseph Stalin from Russia, and Winston Churchill from Britain. What were the terms of agreement discussed in your conference?
Well, it discussed three main terms.
Oh, I wrote those down. I'll read it out. Unless you want to say something first.
Well, to begin with, I think we should all remember one of the most important agreements that we made. It was the one about D-Day, and
D-Day.
D-Day, right, boys?
D-Day.
It was we planned this amazing invasion of Germany that totally defeated their defenses. They had no chance. It was a great act of warrior and manpower. It was amazing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow. Okay.
That was very good.
So what I have written down, we were supposed to be splitting military resources with the Germans, with these three of us right here, so we could fight against the Germans. And so the big three, we discussed the possible creation of an international organization to be set up after the war that would be responsible for maintaining peace in the world.
Yeah, and we also discovered that alone, none of us could attack the Germans because their forces were absolutely enormous.
We all gotta work together.
Yeah, just work together as a
Exactly
team,
what
right?
he said. The only way to take down the giant in the room was to come together and really take
Form
them
a
down.
brothership.
A brotherhood of
Yes.
nations.
Which
know,
is why
yeah.
we opened a second front against Nazi Germany by May 1st, 1944.
I really applaud you guys' coming together, you know? Sorry we had to move places. We kind of
Oh my goodness.
risky.
We got bombed.
Those Iran people don't know how to chill. Like, treat company nice.
Yeah, we just had to move locations.
Mother Russia.
So, why was your conference significantly important?
Oh, I took good notes on this. I will say it. This conference was held to set the direction of World War II in Europe. Three leaders coordinated their military strategy against Germany and Japan and made a number of important decisions concerning the post-World War II era. The most notable achievements of the conference focused on the next phases of the war against the Axis powers in Europe and Asia. Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin, myself, we engaged in discussions concerning the terms under which the British and Americans finally committed.
Do you have any input?
No, I don't have any input. Thank you.
So, Mr. Roosevelt, why was control of Iran significantly important to the Allies?
You know what? That's a very good question. During World War II, it was the oil of the Middle East that played the real strategic role. It was already the object of political issues before the outbreak of the war. It caused that there were waged and most important battles of World War II. Caucasus and Stalingrad, North Africa and Almain. Also, it was the reason of such political actions like occupation of Iran and Iraq, winning the Arabs and the Jews against each other, evacuation of the Polish troops from the Middle East, just to name a few of them.
Wow. So, it seems like Iran's pretty significantly
Pretty in
important.
there,
Yeah. Yeah, so why do you guys think petroleum jelly was
Well,
important?
to start off, I
don't think it was jelly, it's just petroleum.
I don't know what you think
okay,
jelly
sorry.
for. What the bloody hell are you saying?
Just gas.
Okay, petroleum. My bad.
Petroleum,
Sorry.
petrol. Yeah. Please get your facts straight.
I'm sorry. I'm just a reporter.
So, I think that petrol played obviously a huge role in the war because nothing can run without petrol. And because Iran had...
It runs America.
It runs
Yeah.
Exactly. It runs
So,
everywhere
like,
in the world.
you're
so
talking-
you can't run tanks. You can't run the jeeps. You can't run normal machine guns.
Yeah.
All the factories become useless. So you gotta have the petrol to fuel the wars.
So basically, you're saying is war wouldn't happen if there wasn't petroleum.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Very
Okay, Mr. Roosevelt, who is Dwight Eisenhower, and why was why was his appointment significant?
Why are you guys laughing? Take this
what's so
interview
funny about this?
seriously.
I'm sorry.
We literally just got bombed at our last location. You want to have it happen again?
I'm an American, sir.
Keep
I
going
don't
with
care.
answer the question.
Guys, I'm just a reporter, guys.
Answer.
Okay. Well, you know, Dwight Eisenhower, he was my friend. He was in my army. And
Is he dead?
That's a good question. Oh,
He died a long
sorry
time
for your
ago.
loss, man.
My
Mr.
generals are better.
That's why we're together. We help each other out.
Just answer the question.
You know, he served as the 34th president of my treasured United States from 1953 to 1961. Thank you.
Thank
tragic.
you.
Tragic, yeah. We were close like that, you know.
Mr. Churchill, why was the cross-channel invasion Operation Overlord important for defeating Germany?
Okay, well, first of all, it's a really long name. I think we should shorten it just to what it's known for, which is D-Day, or the Battle of Normandy. The Battle of Normandy was probably the most significant battle in all of World War II. It was when the American and the Canadian troops allied together.
Why are you laughing now?
I'm crying!
The German army suffered a catastrophe greater than that of Stalingrad, the defeat in North America, or even the massive Soviet summer offensive of 1944.
That war is so close to my heart.
I understand, Mr. Churchill, but just remember, you're on live camera.
I think a man should be able to
Express his feelings.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Give me
Okay.
basically the
Keep it
invasion
running,
of
keep it
northern
running.
France in 1944. It was the most significant victory of the Western Allies in the Second World War.
I think a bomb just
That-
went off.
that
Oh
is-
no.
That is it.
Oh guys, I think we better get out of here.
Oh no!
You better go
It's
now.
a bomb!
Hey everyone, sorry about that. We're live again though, but we had to move locations due to a bombing, but we're safe now. So
bombing.
we're gonna
This isn't a very safe country.
Quite tragic.
Okay, well we're gonna continue on our interview. So what concessions were given to Iran for their role in helping the Allies?
I don't want to answer this.
I've answered too many already.
All right, I'll take this one.
Better look at the screen.
I need my spectacles. Finally, there were three leaders issued a declaration of three powers regarding Iran. Within it, they thanked the Iranian government for its assistance in the war against Germany and promised to provide it with economic assistance both during and after the war. Most importantly, the US, British, and Soviet governments stated that all shared a desire for the maintenance of
reading off my
the
notes.
independent sovereignty and territorial integrity of Iran.
That's my notes.
You have very fine notes indeed.
Thanks.
That's a beautiful knife you have there.
Okay, why don't we put those away for now? I mean, we're just having a little interview here.
But we just came from a bomb.
Okay, I understand, but for the audience watching, there might be kids watching.
safe.
Okay. I understand. Of the 5 military conclusions reached under the Terence Conference, which one was the most important and why?
You do. Why don't you answer this one?
Well, you know,
Just read it off.
the most
Can't be that dumb.
Excuse me,
Just read
sir.
it off.
Thank you.
That's not the time. We could get bombed again.
May I go?
Yeah.
Thank you. The most notable important part of the meeting was for what we could come next against powers in Asia and Europe.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Following the war, the discussions also led to the carrying through the Operational Overlord, the invasion of France in May 1944. Stalin also agreed that the Soviets would declare war on Japan during the Terence Conference to show a united front between the three nations. In response, the declaration of war, Roosevelt would concede to the demands Stalin had for Kurili
Take this
Islands.
seriously. This is a conference we're talking about.
Sorry. And other terms that the countries agreed upon. Thank you.
No, thank you, Mr. Roosevelt. Any other words?
I'd like to say something.
Okay. Are you okay? No other words, I guess. Live here again from Tehran, Iran. We're gonna end this interview. I just want to give a great thanks to you guys for coming and joining me. But one last question. Any last words?
Well, I just want to say, if you're going to hell, Keep going.
I'd like to say something.
Yes, Mr. Stalin.
The death of one man is a tragedy, but the death of a million is only a statistic.
Very well said. Well, that concludes our interview. Let's just all give.